Hello class, it's Miss Roselle. While I'm not with you today, I will be bringing you your lesson. Today we're going to be continuing with looking at shapes. Here we've got our blocks and a long piece of paper, and we're going to be working on making a crown out of our shapes. Now we saw last time how shapes can make images. You can make flowers out of shapes, you can make animals out of shapes by putting them together. We can make basically anything out of a shape. Snakes, all sorts of stuff. Today we're going to see what happens when you take shapes and subtract them out. So we're not drawing on necessarily all the time, but subtracting out. We're going to line up our shapes at the top of our paper. I want each person to pick one of these shapes, or you could pick two and do a pattern. So I think actually maybe I will pick two. I like my trapezoid, our first grade word, and I think I like a square, a shape that we all know. And I'm going to take one of each shape, my trapezoid and my square. I'm going to start tracing around the edges, making sure I'm not drawing all over my shape, because these are not Miss Roselle's shapes. Traced all the way around my edge with my pencil. Yes, that's very good. And now I'm going to trace around my square. Did all right on that. And I'm going to keep on tracing. Notice how I'm not tracing down here. We're going to be cutting these out. If I'm tracing down here, it's going to be very difficult to cut out. Oh dear. So I'm going to not do that. Whoops, I have to erase it. I'm going to line it up at the very top. Am I lined up? Yes, yes I am. I'm going to continue by tracing this all the way. And I'm going to do my square again. If you want to do different shapes, you can do that. If you want to just pick one, maybe I could do a triangle, but I'm going to keep my pattern up of square, trapezoid, all the way across your page. So, looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take my paper. I'm going to actually turn it around because it's easier to cut it this way. I'm going to take my scissors, cut in once this way, once in on the other side, lift it up, and this is the easiest way to cut these out. And cut right there. And look, I've cut out my trapezoid. This is going to be an awesome top of my crown. Once in on that side, once in on that side, lift it up, cut it out. Once in on that side, once in on that side, lift it up, cut it out. Once in on this side, once in on this side, lift it up, cut it out. Last one. Once in on this side, once in on this side, lift it up, cut it out. Awesome! I have an awesome top of my crown. I'm feeling really excited about this. This is going to look really good on my head. Alright, now we want to add some color. White, boring, all by itself. We don't want to deal with that. So, we can take these again, and I can trace around them. Maybe I want some jewels. Ooh, I love me some jewels. So I'm going to trace around that. If you want to build on it, you could make something. Maybe I'll do a pattern, tracing around my shapes. Notice I'm not super, I do my best, but I'm not going to freak out if I make a little mistake. I can always erase it, or I can cover it up. That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll do some jewels up here. I like my diamond shapes. They remind me of real diamonds. If I want to try to do some of my own shapes, maybe I can do a circle. Or some ovals. That's not a circle. Some oval over here. I like trying to do some patterns, so I want to see if you can have a pattern on yours. I'm going to maybe put the diamond at the top of every single one, repeating my diamond. And then once you've got it all drawn out, it's time to add a little bit, whoops, there we go, sorry guys, of color. So I've got all my diamonds, I've got some ovals, I've got a cool design right there. Crayon it up. So I've got my colorful crayons, Gonna pick some good colors. I like this pinkish red. I think that would be good for my ovals. Just do a nice, ooh, it's very pink. Fill them in nicely. Try to fill as much color as you can. Pressing really hard. The harder you press, the better it is. I think I want my whole crown to be yellow, so I'm going to take this yellow, and I'm going to use the side and get the texture of the table. Remember how we found those textures on the wall? By using the sides of our crayons. The sides of the crayons is the best way to fill up that whole crown. If you don't want a white crown, I don't want a white crown. White is not my favorite color when it comes to just leaving that paper blank. I think it's more interesting if it's got some color. Now, I'm going to have a yellow crown by coloring it with crayons, using a lot of those C words. I could fill some areas in. Maybe I'm going to do an outline. Fill it in with another color. You keep on adding details. I'm going to stop right now so you can continue on. When you have done the whole thing making it look beautiful, you're going to twirl it up, measure your head. See if we can see Miss Roselle's head. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Measure your head, and then your substitute teacher is going to take a stapler. One, two. Not while it's on your head. And here, we've got a crown. Now yours is going to look better than Miss Roselle's because she just did it in 5 minutes. So do your best. Add lots and lots of colors. And always, as always, remember to put your name. Alright, I look forward to seeing these. Have a good day, guys.